And of course, my router dies literally 4 seconds, 4 minutes into the stream, which is kind of frustrating. But we're back. We're back. Y'all didn't miss much. I don't. This happens. It's weird. I don't know. I'd done a test before and nothing happened. Now it decides to die again. But we're back. So let's get back into it. Since you're probably not going to watch the previous part, let me start my explanation over again. We're playing Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, randomizer version. It is, if you're not familiar with the randomizer, basically all the items in the game have been mixed up, put in different places to create a sort of new experience. If you're not familiar with these things, basically the logic is still you're still able to play the game and beat the game. The items could be shuffled such that you can't get them properly and then you would be able to complete the game, but the logic used in the randomizer program sort of prevents that from happening and makes sure that even though the items are mixed up, they're mixed up in a way that's still completable. I'm running fairly standard settings, I think. I'm running a newer version of the randomizer that has some beta stuff mixed in. I've got some Skulltula token stuff mixed in. I've got some dungeon items randomized that normally wouldn't be. But things are pretty normal. I have the forest. The forest is open, which means I'm able to leave the Kokiri forest, and I'm not stuck here right away. Which means I'm probably not going to find a sword right away because that's not required. If you're not expected to complete the Deku tree. So we've been checking some stuff regardless, just in case it is here. We do have the slingshot, which is interesting because the slingshot is actually the only item I need to find in order to complete the Deku tree. So I might actually go do that anyway, just to get it out of the way. I should point out that this is not going to be a speed run. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't know speed tricks or anything like that. I do try to be fast because I like being fast, but this is not going to be. I'm not setting world records or anything. I may not do everything in the exact optimal way, partly because I don't care, and partly because I don't know how to do it that way. And the randomizer does not expect you to use any glitches or tricks like that to complete it. So I'm not going to be doing any of those. I am going to be buying the shield. Actually, I forget. Can I get into the Deku tree? Yeah, I can. Mido is not currently blocking it, so I can get in there. When the forest is closed, he is blocking the Deku tree, but right now he is not. Let's grab this shield. I do need to buy some Deku sticks. Since I don't have a sword, I do need something to kill things with. And the sticks are what we need to use for that. They cost 10 rupees a piece, and I would like to get at least 2. I think I need 2. Do I need 2 or 3? I forget. The last couple times I ran this, I played with the forest closed, and so I did not have to worry about not having a sword. Unfortunately, even though I have the slingshot, which let me go ahead and equip that, I cannot use that to kill Deku Babas because I don't know why. You just can't. So, unfortunately, however many sticks I have, that's how many I have until I'm able to kill until I get some other way to have them. Why am I even going here? Is that true? Let me double check. I forget. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I can kill these things. No, I can't do anything to them because I don't have a sword. I think I can use a stick to kill them, but that's kind of pointless because I'll just break the stick to get another stick. So at this point, maybe it's worthwhile for me to not do the Deku tree just yet. and start exploring the rest of the world. I am still going to get the Ocarina here, so I could go to the forest and do some stuff there. I don't have the... I've turned off there being an item. Oh, that's not the Ocarina. Interesting. This changed. That used to always be the Ocarina. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's fine. The, like I said, I'm playing a sort of a beta version, a development version of the randomizer, and so it's possible that some of these rules have changed that I'm not 100% familiar with. In lieu of doing that, let's head towards Hyrule Castle. We could pick up, if nothing else, we'll pick up some rupees here, and we'll be able to check to see which items we actually need to, or which dungeons we need to complete to get into the castle, Ganondorf Castle at the end. Actually, I forget offhand which items I need to finish the game. Okay, it looks like I picked the all medallions requirement. So, in the original game, technically you only needed 2 medallions to get into the last dungeon. You need a Shadow and Spirit. In this randomizer, there's an option for all medallions. So I've turned on all medallions, so I need to complete all adult dungeons in order to get into the last dungeon. I don't need to complete all the child dungeons, technically. Doing so will only unlock the spot for the Ocarina of Time itself, which is not required to complete the game. This kind of sucks. I'm not going to do this right now. Maybe later. Anyway, so that said, that the medallions. So I lied. I was not thinking straight. I don't need to complete all the adult dungeons. I need to complete the dungeons that have the medallions, and the medallions have all been mixed up. If we look at my status, then we'll see that I already have a medallion. I have the Spirit medallion. That's what I started with. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that off on the tracker. The other medallions have been mixed up through the other dungeons, and so we can go here to the Temple of Time and check to see where all these medallions, or at least where the spiritual stones are. And that'll tell us which dungeons we need to complete in order to beat the game. So one inside an immense cavern. So that means that the Kokiri Emerald is inside Dodongo's cavern, marked with the bomb. One on a high mountain. That means the Goron Ruby is inside the Fire Temple. Oops, I did not catch that. And one under Vast Lake. That means that the Zora Emerald is underneath Lake Hylia in the Water Temple. So that's great. Water Temple is my least favorite dungeon, and this essentially means that it's probably optional. I don't know if it's strictly optional, because there could be an item inside it that I need to get, but I don't need to complete it at the very least. One option that has been added to this beta randomizer is mixing up some of the quest items that you need to get into, that you normally just get, just as a matter of the story. That includes things like the egg that you get from Malon here. So she's going to give me something, and it is a Skulltula token. Cool. So right now, I can't even get into the castle to talk to the princess. I also don't have an ocarina to use the song I might learn there anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But this does mean that I don't have access to a lot of things right now. I don't have access to any of the stuff at Lon Non Ranch, except that one heart piece. I don't have access to Death Mountain, because I don't have the letter to get onto it. I might get access to it via the Lost Woods, if I get bombed somewhere. I do have access to the Shooting Gallery, which is where I got those rupees. I hope I don't mess this up, which I tend to mess up at least once, but maybe I won't here. This is so much easier on the 3DS version, but I've sort of gotten used to it on console again. And what do we get? We get rupees. Cool. Oh well, that's how it is. The more bad items we find up front, the fewer bad items we'll find later on. And also, I'm going to mark down the slingshot, which I forgot to on the tracker. Can't do the bomb shoe bowling because I don't have bombs. Can't do the treasure chest game because I don't have the lens of truth. So that kind of means I'm done here. Next thing we're going to do is head, I guess. Let's pop into Lon Lon Ranch and grab that heart piece in case it's something useful. It probably won't be, but there is a chance it is. It's one of the few things we actually have access to right now. And we should get there just in time for the skeletons to start popping out. Yeah. Fun fact. Navi is, in the randomizer, even more useless than she would be normally. Oh, you know, I forgot. I can actually get gold skulltulas. Because I have a weapon. I just can't use it to kill the Dekobabas. Yeah, Navi is even more useless in this version than she is in the normal game, because she will get stuck. Her hint will get stuck on the first possible hint in the game that you haven't completed, and so because I haven't done the Deku Tree, she's going to keep saying that hint forever until I actually do complete the Deku Tree, even though I might be in Gen's castle or something. It'd be kind of neat if she was, if her logic was tweaked somehow to actually respect the random logic, because then you might not have need for like the spoiler log, because you would just have Navi. But right now it does not do that. Can I do it? Nope. Come on. Get it there. And we get another compass. Which is unfortunate. So, that all said, the next thing I can do is go to Kakariko Village and do the chicken minigame, the chicken collection, and I guess also the graveyard. I can do Dampe. I don't have any money right now, so I'll have to find some money to do that. Luckily, the graveyard is tweaked in this version so that you always get a result on the first try. So, no, I don't need to have a lot of money. I just need to have 10 rupees to do the first one. I think I can get them from right here. These should have some rupees in them. Where did that go? Thanks. Thanks for being stuck up there. That's exactly what I wanted. And thanks for not being a rupee. I think one of these is supposed to have 5 rupees in it. Again? Where did the other rupee go? Wow. He must be like on top of that wall there. I saw it fly out. Wow, that's real unfortunate. That's literally never ever happened to me before. Oh well. Not a huge deal. I doubt I can get to Dompe before before midnight anyway. You can only talk to Dompe between sundown and midnight. And if I don't get there in time, then I can't do anything there. I can still check a couple chests. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. But I can't do his minigame. I'm not sure why I thought I could do that, but I cannot. There is one item in Hyrule Field that I can check right now. At the right outside Lake Thalia. That's real kind of out of my way at the moment. We'll head there if we don't have anything else to do. At nighttime, while we're here, let's collect all the Skulltulas we can. Technically, there could be items at the Skulltula house. There might be junk also, but we're going to be collecting enough Skulltulas to check anyway. Mostly because I like doing it. A lot of people don't like Skulltulas, but I think they're fine. I did try this out once with having full randomization with including all the gold Skulltulas, which meant that any gold Skulltula could also be an item. And that was kind of a nightmare. Because right now, I'm going to have to find 50 Skulltulas anywhere. Some of them are going to be in chests. Some of them are going to be in dungeons. I just need to make sure I have 50 at some point to get all the items in the Skulltula house. But when you have all the full randomization turned on, it means that you need to collect all of them, period. Because any of them could be an item you need. You just don't know. And that's kind of frustrating, because it's a lot to keep track of. And the existing item trackers don't know about Skulltulas, and so you have to keep that all in your mind and not rely on a tool or anything. It's possible to do, definitely. It's just not great. I think there's one more up here. No. Where's the last one? I think there's one more. Did I go up? I did up there. Oh, maybe that's the last one that I can get right now. There's one more in the graveyard that I cannot get right now. Let's see what time it is. I think I missed my chance. In fact, it looks like it's almost dawn. So maybe I definitely missed my chance. But that could be deceptive. No, he's not here. All right, not a big deal. Let's head back to the field, wait for daytime, and then do all the daytime stuff here, which is really just the chickens. And one chest we can check. Alright, cool. Daytime. Waiting for day or night right now is really frustrating. Normally when you play through, you can get the Sun Song. Basically, first time you're into Kakariko Village, and then it's not an issue. But I cannot do that because I don't have Zelda's Lullaby. So I cannot even, and even if I did have that, who knows what I would actually get from that spot. Yeah. Not much to say about collecting chickens. This is exactly the same as in the normal game. I've still not internalized what the most effective, efficient route for this is. I've watched speedruns to see what they do, and I don't know. They also rely on hitting the chickens with the sword, which I cannot do. I think that makes them run forward when you do that. So that can be used to make them go to the pen while you're holding another one, I guess. Come on. I was really hoping this guy would move from this spot, but I guess not. Not until I get to him, I guess. Come on. So we'll use this chicken to get all the ones that are in out of the way places. Nope, that's the wrong way. That way. And of course, you would run all the way back here. Come on. I wonder how the AI for these chickens is programmed. I'm not sure if they're supposed to leash to certain areas. Like a Dark Souls enemy. There is an item right down there that we'll get after I'm done collecting the chickens. I probably should have started with that. I didn't think about it. We could have gotten that one, which would cause the chickens to reset. And then I would have just collected them all, starting from here, which would be kind of useful. I've never once gotten that ledge grab that they do in speedruns either. So these ones should be the last ones. Where did the last one go? Right here. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. This is going to be some kind of nonsense, I expect. And yet, yeah, that's nonsense. Alright, that was a waste of time. Oh well, no big deal. Let's just steal one of these chickens and check that other chest. So there are a lot of grottos like this throughout the game that each have a treasure chest, and normally these are like 5 rupees or something. We are going to have to check basically all of them at some point. Oh, you know, I forgot about the gossip stones. Gossip stones are currently configured so that they can always talk to you, and they give you hints about things, about items in the game. And so this one's telling me that what is this? This is probably a compass, I think. There's a compass for some dungeon inside the Gerudo Fortress, which in this case means the chest on top of the Gerudo Fortress that normally has a heart piece. That's good. That means I'm probably not going to get that item. I wish there was ways to check items directly. Like, there's an item in the windmill that I can't get right now because I don't have the boomerang or being an adult, I guess. But it still looks like a heart piece, even though it's going to be something else. There's a lot of items like that. And it'd be nice if it was more like the Link to the Past randomizer, where you could actually see what the different items are. Unfortunately, right now, we just need to wait around for nighttime, so I can do the graveyard. I suppose I could... I do need to farm 3 more rupees to do that. So let's, maybe we'll get them from here. Nope, we're gonna get some hearts. Let's reset it and try that again. But, you know, in the meantime, I probably should tweet this out, which I did not do before. As a reminder, you can follow me at Mike_Karen, as it shows in the video. Yeah, we're gonna wait for nighttime here. Meanwhile, where's my stream URL? Okay. Sounds like we're just about at nighttime, which is great. Oops. Have a look. How's that sun doing? If the sun looks weird, that's because this texture pack is, again, a little weird. For some reason, it only replaces half of the sun's texture, which is... maybe it's an aesthetic choice, I don't know. I suspect it's unintentional. I'm not sure why half of it would break and the other one would not. Alright, that's nighttime. Let's go talk to Mr. Dabe. How many skill tools do I have? Do I have enough to get anything? I do. Let's pick that up on the way. Maybe that'll be something useful. Alright, what do we get? Oh, that is kind of useful actually. That gets us access into Zora's domain via the Lost Woods, which is great. Let me quickly mark that down. There we go. Sorry, my tracker is a little weird. And when I click on it, it sort of obscures my screen for a moment. Maybe I can make it smaller. Pompey. Right. And we get actually a heart piece. Technically a useless item, but I like to have hearts, so I'm not going to complain. This normally has a Hylian shield, but it probably, well, it has something important in it because the chest is big. And it is the Requiem of Spirit. Cool. I don't have an Ocarina, but that's a good thing to have. I should point out on the tracker, there is an Ocarina item on there. That's not for the Ocarina itself. That's for the Song of Time. Like I said, the tracker, the option to randomize the Ocarina itself is new. Can't do anything here. So I guess that means we're kind of done here. It is interesting that I got the Requiem of Spirit here. Because that means I'm going to need to do the Spirit Temple. That implies I need to do the Spirit Temple. Child section. Which may or may not be true. There. Fix that tracker. There we go. Now it doesn't cover my screen. Which is good. So what next? I was really hoping that one of those would be like a large amount of rupees, so I didn't have to farm any. But we're kind of running out of places for that to be true. I guess I should hit up that area near Zura's domain, or near the Lake Hylia rather, and see what I can do there. See what's in that chest. There's a couple items in Gerudo Valley that I can also check in the canyon. I'm not sure what else off the top of my head I can do. I guess there's a couple of things in the Lost Woods. There's the target practice. That gives you an item. Now that since I have the slingshot. Technically, the Deku tree is also completable. I just need to get some money to buy some Deku sticks to do that. Or I could luck out and find a Deku stick upgrade, which would do the same thing. Besides that, I don't have access to Death Mountain. I guess I could do some stuff in Zura's domain. I can't do Jab Jab's belly because I don't have a bottle or the letter. So I guess there's only a couple things we can do right now. And this is probably the biggest one. Kind of wish you had a faster travel option as a child. Even the bunny hood. If the bunny hood functioned like it did in Majora's Mask, that'd be kind of nice. But no such luck. So this will be nothing. Cool. I guess technically I do need rupees, so I guess I'm not technically able to complain. But I really would have preferred something of value. So like I said, there's 2 items here in the canyon that I can check. If I'm good, I can get them in one go, which I've done once. I don't know if I'm going to be able to again, but we'll see. I do need to equip my shield, which I bought a long time ago and didn't use. These P-hats are really annoying. I thought that P-hats in the 2D games were the peak of annoyance, but then they made the 3D versions and said, hold my beer, Alright, let's go get some items. Okay, that's the Ocarina. That's good. Oh, come on. No, 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 please. Ah, darn it. The other item is over there. I need to fly down with the chicken to get it. But I can't do it now. So I guess we'll head to Lake Hylia and loop back around and do it again. I almost had it. But those chickens are squirrely. But anyway, so I got the Ocarina. That means I can now play the Requiem of Spirit. The Ocarina of Time is not required in this game. All the songs behave normally on all Ocarinas. It's only a story thing. It would be kind of neat if it wasn't just a story thing, but it is what it is. So I can get this alleged bottle here. It's not going to be a bottle, I bet. It'll be Din's Fire. Interesting. I can't use that right now, so it's not super useful. But once I get magic, then we will be able to use it for a bunch of things. Also, I fibbed earlier. Since I have the Zora scale, I can get into Zora's Domain via Lake Hylia, not via the Lost Woods. Since the shortcut in Lost Woods will take you outside of Zora's Domain, just outside the waterfall, which is not as useful. It's a little useful, because it means I have access to the rest of Zora's River. But we'll focus on one thing at a time. Alright. Let's get this out the right end. That should be pretty good for us. Yeah. Alright. What do we get this time? Come on, please be good. Another heart piece. Alright. That's decent. Let's see. I could go to Zora's Domain right now, but the only thing I could do there, is the diving minigame. I do not have enough money for that. Do I have even one stick? I don't. So I can't even do the... Oh, but I can get sticks. What am I thinking here? Yeah, I can get a stick there and do the waterfall chest. And actually, now that I think about it, I can farm Deka sticks there as well, and then go do the Deka tree. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a plan. The fishing minigame is I'm not sure what the deal with it is, but for some reason you can't do it unless you have a sword as a child. I'm not sure why. I think it's a bug that they didn't expect. Normally it's impossible to get there without a sword, but it is possible here, of course. But yeah, so you can't just do that. So because of that, and because I don't have a sword, because I knew I wouldn't have a sword for a while, I turned that off as a possible item location, just because it's annoying to have to come back, like, 10 hours in and do that. The adult one is still active as a source, as an item, or potentially as an item. But I think they also tweaked the fishing game as well to make it easier, so you're not there for like half an hour, which is good. There we go. I think that's the most perfect run I've had of that stick. Quickly push it away. And what do we get? Cool. Great. That's 2 of 4. Since the first part of this arc of the stream got cut off, I found one of those in the Kokiri Forest. I think the second chest I opened was ice. That sucks. Let me reset that pot and get some more sticks. And then we'll go do... actually, we're going to do Zora's River first. And then we'll do the Deku Tree. I'm going to get 5 sticks, just to be safe. That's a little overkill. But it is very easy to let a stick burn, because I don't have a sword. Normally I could just pull a sword out, and then I'll just immediately put the stick away when it's on fire. But because I don't have a sword right now, I can't do that. And losing a stick can be disastrous. I guess not super disastrous, but you can get, if you don't have a stick, it's possible to get soft locked into a room and then you have to reset and find more sticks. I need 3 sticks to beat Goma, and I guess I need at least 1 stick to beat the dungeon, the full dungeon, and then 3 sticks to beat Goma. So 5 sticks should be plenty for that purpose. Nope, that's the wrong way. There's 3 items I can get here on Zora's River, currently. One of them is this gold Skulltula, which technically I know is not in logic. Because there's none of the Skulltulas are in logic. But technically, if Skulltulas would ever be in logic, they would only be in logic after you get the song of the Sun Song, which I don't have. And so I know that it's not going to force me to collect any gold Skulltulas until after I get those. Or at least it's not going to force any of the ones that only show up at night. Which that one is. Anyway, sorry. So what I was trying to say is that there's 3 items here. There's one up there on the ledge, a piece of heart. One inside the grotto, right next to it. And then there's 1 piece of heart next to the entrance to Zora's River. And I just need to get... I need this chicken here to get all 3 of them. After this, I believe that's going to be the last time we use chickens in this run. So, I guess, say your goodbyes now to the chickens. And we'll just make sure you go that way, so I can pick you up afterwards. And this is there's our rupees that we were looking for. I technically need them to find to get more Deku Sticks, but I'll take them. The other item is this way. As far as I know, this is the only way to get up onto this ledge as a child, is to use the chicken. We are technically done with that particular chicken. We are going to find one more chicken up here after we get the item. In here. But then that'll be the absolute last time we use chickens. And we get the Nocturnal Shadow. That's actually kind of useful. Much more useful than the Requiem of Spirit. Because I find you find yourself going to Karako Village a lot throughout a run. Oh, also Din's Fire. Alright. So let's get the last item here, then we'll go do the Deku Tree. Supposedly there is a way to get inside Zura's domain with a chicken and not needing the Zilla's Lullaby. I don't know what that is, what that method is. I do know I got the Goron Tunic, which will eventually be useful. I was gonna save and quit to get to the to get back to the woods, but I guess I can just go through here. Also, that's also kind of handy because there's a couple things I can do now that I'm back in the woods. Then we'll go do the Deku Tree, like I keep promising. For example, we can do this. My controller stopped working. Pardon me 1 second. I think the cable on my controller is bad, because sometimes it just dies for no particular reason. This is one of the few things that are more difficult on the 3DS than on the N64, since you're using the gyroscope there. Alright, so inside this bag is Saria's song. Interesting. That one. Okay. So that means that if we could get to Darunia, we could get an item from him with that. We can also do this, actually, since I just got it. What is Saria's song? Alright. Had a temporary brain fart. You can get magic. Cool. That's actually useful because we can do we can actually use Din's Fire. Oops. That's also the prerequisite for doing any of the Great Fairy Fountains. That plus having Zelda's Lullaby. That recovery heart cost us 40 rupees. And did it actually heal me? Did I have only 1 3/4 hearts before? That would be really unfortunate if I got 40 rupees for literally nothing. Oh well, not the end of the world. Let's go do the Deku Tree now that I have all the stuff I need. I am a little low on slingshot ammo. Technically, I only need one in one place. But it'd be nice if I could get more. But unfortunately, I cannot kill those bushes. I can't even pick them up right now. So the way the dungeons work in a randomizer, in case you don't know, again, is that all the items that are normally inside the dungeon they're normally all mixed up. So all the keys, all the maps, the compass, all that stuff will normally still be inside the dungeon you find it in. You just don't have anything else like rupees or hearts or whatever will be mixed up in the general pool of items. I have it so that maps and compasses are mixed up as well. So they won't necessarily be here. They might be here still because it's random, but they probably won't be. But if there were any keys in these dungeons, then those would still be here. Now that's just unfortunate. Finding 250 rupees back to back. That sucks. Incidentally, that chest up there, I had this game when it came out in 1998 as a small child, and I don't know offhand if as an adult, I definitely did not know about that chest. I only found out about it because of the randomizer, because there was a required item in there once, and I got stuck. I couldn't find it. But I basically never knew about that chest up there. I also did not know that you could just sort of ignore those skill tools if you wanted. You just have to be still when they're facing you, and only move when they're facing away from you. If I was going for a speed run, it would have been faster to kill them instead of doing that, but, you know. So it looks like we have at least one important item here. We'll get this guy first. Oh, right, and the Skulltulas. So the Skulltulas in this mode, in the dungeons, these are mixed up too. So this could be an item, like the Deku Shield, which I already had. Oops. So we are going to be getting all the dungeon Skulltulas. Unfortunately, all the Skulltulas in the child dungeons, in the Deku Tree and in the Dongo's Cavern, I can't get all the Skulltulas in the first go because I don't have the boomerang. I don't have the items I need for it. But we are going to have to come back and get them at some point. Whereas in a normal playthrough, you're probably going to ignore them because they're a pain in the butt. I just got the hookshot. There are a few items in this game that are called progressive items. And the hookshot is one of them. And progressive items are basically like things like the hookshot and the long shot that are upgrades for each other. I believe the Ocarina is probably the same way. So whichever Ocarina I find first will be the Fairy Ocarina. Ah, really? Hey, how did I screw that up? But yeah, so there's two hookshots placed in the game. Whichever one I find first is going to be the regular hookshot. The one I find second will be the long shot. I'm not going to say that messing that up is something that's never happened before, but it doesn't happen very often. Oh my god, really? Twice in a row? Well, at least I don't have to kill this again. I'll say that failing it twice in a row has definitely never happened before. There we go. Alright. Now, here's something unfortunate. I need to kill those Skulltulas, but I only have 2 shots left on my slingshot. I really hope these are seeds and not something dumb. It's something dumb. Okay. Alright, well, we're probably gonna have to come back for those then, because those will be items. Unless I luck out and find some seeds. I guess I could kill this guy by doing a jump slash with the stick, but A, that's a waste of a stick, and B, I cannot get the other one that's over on the wall there if I do that. Ah, shit. And I lost a stick. Great. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Things happen. Alright, so that's the one use of the slingshot that is required in this dungeon. I would really like to be able to pick up some other items. Some of those bushes. Would this work? I've never tried this before. This probably will not work. Nah, didn't think so. Oh well. Worth a shot. So this guy is kind of annoying. I really don't want to have to kill him, because I'm quite constrained on anything to do that with. I think there's a way to sort of sneak right past him. Maybe if I stun him, I'll get a little bit more leeway. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. Cool. I wonder if I can use Din's Fire to kill these guys. That would be kind of useful. I have to say, I don't think I've ever used Din's Fire as a weapon before. Really? It kills that one, but not that one? That's annoying. Oh well. Nope, don't do that. Do that. There was really no reason for me to do that. But, oh well. Oh, I lost another one. Alright, well, it's a good thing I got 5-6 then. Because I need all 3 of those to kill Mother Brain. No, to kill Goma. And that's assuming I don't lose another one. Wow. You know what, I can definitely use Din's Fire to kill the Skulltulas, actually. For real. And I just need to jump from right about here to get it. Oh, and that's the mirror shield. Cool. Useful for later. I really wish I knew the secret to jumping onto ladders and stuff. And that's Nairu's love. So one very useful item, one questionably useful item. I might need it for if I don't have enough health, maybe. But otherwise, not super useful. Oh, and this, and of course I burned this open too. So that's alright, I guess. You know, they should add a randomization option for this thing, for this 2-3-1 business. Not that it's a huge deal, but, you know, it'd be nice if I could not take it for granted, just once. Alright, so I should have exactly what I need to take down Queen Goma in one cycle. Maybe. I might have enough. If I do it right, I'll have enough. If I don't, then it'll be 2 cycles. And if I screw up with one of the sticks, then it'll be a reset. I think I needed to do a jump slash there, instead of just hitting it. However, well, we'll make do. Nope, I fucked that up completely. Fortunately, the eggs are not a big deal. I'm not sure what I would do if I had let them hatch. Oh, really? Oh, I have the broken stick. Interesting. I'm not sure what causes that. I'm definitely going to lose it in a moment. Oh, I guess I didn't. Interesting. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Could have gone better, but not my worst Goma fight ever in all of history. Yet, yay. Cool times. But hey, that's one dungeon now. So, I guess that's a good thing. And we get the Shadow Medallion for our efforts. So as soon as we become an adult, we'll be able to check to see which dungeons have the other medallions in them. Technically, if I was playing with the original rules, I would be able to go to Ganondorf's castle right now, because I have the Shadow and Spirit medallions. But I'm not, so that does not matter. Alright, so first order of business. I need some more slingshot ammo. And then what? Then what do I do next? I guess I could check the Spirit Temple. I'm not sure what I can do there, if anything. Because I really don't have a lot of stuff. Let me think. What else is there? I guess I could go for Skulltulas. Are there 8 more Skulltulas that I could collect, in theory? That's a question. I don't know that there are. There might be one in Zora's River. There's definitely one at Hyrule Castle. There's one at Lake Hylia that I could get. I think that might be about it. I can't get onto Death Mountain yet. I can't do the stuff at the castle. Is there anything in the Lost Woods? I can get to where Saria is in the Lost Woods, but she's not actually there yet because I need to go to the castle first for that to happen and meet Zelda. Huh. I'm actually not sure. Well, let's check out the desert, see what's there for us. Hopefully there'll be something obvious there that'll help us on our way. No, that's not it. Oh, you know what? You know what? I probably am supposed to do here. So normally, there's you get there the first time you go in here and then leave. You get a cutscene where you learn the Requiem of Spirit, and that happens adult or child. We're gonna get money. Okay, so that's not it. That could have been something useful, I guess, but it was not. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper then and see what we find. If I can't figure anything out, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the map on the tracker, and we'll go ahead and fill it in together and see what it thinks that I've missed. Oh, dang it. I hate this. It's so easy to lose your shield here because of those bats. Oops. I'm not sure if I can kill this Armos to open the door. I guess I have one Deku stick, so I guess we can try. Nope. All right. Good show. Maybe Din's fire could kill him, but I'm kind of out of magic, also. So I can't do that. Please throw it. Great. Huh. I really am not sure what I need here. What I need to do. I don't think there's anything in the desert proper that I can get. I definitely am not capable of going backwards through the desert into the fortress. And that's definitely not going to be logic anyway, because that's just, that area is broken. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm stuck. I don't know where else to go. We did the stuff we can do in the valley. Lake Hylia, child fishing, and some skulltulas, and that's it. And child fishing won't have anything useful. London Ranch, we got the heart piece. We cannot do the rest of the stuff there because we can't wake up Talon at the castle. We can't wake up Talon at the castle, so we can't go see Zelda. I don't have bombs, so I can't do bomb bowling. I don't have the Lens of Truth, so I can't do the treasure chest game. Yeah. Can't in Hyrule Field. There are some more items to find in Hyrule Field, but I need bombs. I need bombs for those, and I don't have bombs. I do not have access to Death Mountain. I can't get in via Kark Village because I don't have the letter. I can't get in via Lost Woods because I don't have bombs. Oh, but I do have Dim's Fire. That's got to be what they want me to do. Okay, now I know where to go. I do need magic, but I think I know where we're supposed to go next. Come on, please give me magic. This is maybe not the best place to be doing this. There we go. That should be all I need for now. Let's just save and quit. That'll be faster than doing all this stuff. Yeah. So what I can do is I can use Dim's Fire to ignite the bombs in the Death Mountain shortcut in the Lost Woods, and that'll let me get into Death Mountain. I'm not sure what all I can do there. I can think of one item off the top of my head that I can get, but that's about it. The heart piece on top of Dodongo's Cavern is the only thing I think we can get. Where am I going? Lost Woods is this way. But who knows? Maybe that one thing will be useful. I'm still trying to find just a little bit more. Just a little. Nope. Okay. Well, we only technically need one casting. Honestly, at this point, I'm not sure that getting a sword will change anything. It'll make bosses easier, but that's about it. I've definitely had at least one playthrough where the Kokiri sword was one of the last things I found. Alright, and we're in. So, starting from the bottom, I can't do Daronia because I don't have the Zealous Lullaby to open his door. I can't do this spinning pot thing because I don't have bombs, or I guess I have access to fire, but I can't use bombs in any form right now. So that's no good. There's a room up on the top level with a bunch of boulders that I can't do because I don't have bombs. I can't actually do anything in Dodongo's Cavern because I don't have bombs. I don't have access to either of the little alcoves on the side of Death Mountain because I don't have bombs. I can't climb to the peak because I don't have bombs. So yeah, this heart piece over here is the only thing I can get on Death Mountain. So I hope that's something useful. Otherwise, I will be stuck again. I'm technically not even sure if this is in logic to do that backflip. Well, it must be, because I just got bombs. So all that stuff I said I couldn't get, now I can get. I don't have a lot of bombs, but let's start by clearing out some stuff in Goron City and the surroundings. I should check to see whether or not that is in logic, whether that is what I just did is sequence breaking or not. I don't think it is, since this item makes sense to get here. But yay, another one of these. That's 3 out of 4 that we found so far. That backflipping thing, I've done it basically since time immemorial. So it is technically a sequence break normally, but it is the easiest one to do that I know of. So it would make sense for it to be in logic. I'm just not sure how strict the randomizer is with those kinds of sequence breaks. Anyway, there's technically 3 chests back here, but I can only get 2 of them right now. There's also a gold skull tool, which we'll pick up. One criticism I have with this texture pack is that these boulders, these are silver boulders. These are not regular breakable boulders, and this makes them look a lot like the normal breakable boulders, which is real unfortunate sometimes if you don't know. All right, junk, and well, that's kind of useful. What else can we do here? If I could find some more magic, we could do the spinning pot thing, since I can procure some fire with Dim's fire. I can do this guy also. You need to stop him in front of the sign over here, and he'll give you something as long as you have bombs. As long as you have a bomb bag of some kind. So let's just wait for him to come around. Whoops. I think, is that too late? Yep. I messed that up, as usual. The problem is I meant to hit up on C up to go into first person, but Navi came up instead, and I got real confused. Well, not a huge deal. He goes around pretty quickly. We basically want to drop a bomb just as soon as we see him come around the corner here. And that should be good. Yeah. All right. I need another Deku stick. I thought there was a pot around here. Whoops. Yep. That's what I should do. I think there's a pot around here that gives you a Deku stick. I think it's this one. Maybe this one. Yeah, there we go. I think there's one torch puzzle in Dodongo's cavern I need. At this point, I think I can do Dodongo's cavern. Oh, I do need more Deku sticks though, actually, because I don't have a way to kill the boss otherwise. I think. Is that true? Yeah, I think that's true. I think I only need 2, but still. I think you can buy them though inside the dungeon. So actually, we should be fine. Still no magic though. I wonder what's going to be underneath this rock. Oh, I'm so surprised. If I had ready access to Death Mountain, I think I would not actually be going to Donga's cabin right now. There's a couple items I can get now that have bombs. One at the peak, and one inside Kakariko Village. But if I go down to Kakariko Village, actually there's two items at Kakariko Village I can get now. But if I go down to Kakariko, I can't come back up because the gate is still closed. It's weird. You can walk out from Death Mountain through the gate, but you can't walk in right now. And so I'd have to go all the way around to get back into Goron City if I did that, which I don't really want to do. You might be wondering, hey, why do you still have a Deku shield in here? You should probably get a Hylian shield. And I would normally do that, but they're really expensive. And although I keep finding all this money, so maybe I should have done that. Eventually I'll find a chest that has one in it. Because you normally do find one in a chest. But, you know, if I'm good, I won't miss it. And as I've already shown tonight, I'm very good. So one skill tool I can't get up there. I forget if there's one in here, or if this is just a business scrub. Oh, but hey, there's some magic. There is in fact a Skulltula, so let's kill it. And those black bats. There we go. Oh, another piece of heart. And I'm a winner too, which is great. I suppose, now that I have bombs, I can actually do Spirit Temple a little bit more, since I can kill that armor statue thing. We'll worry about this first. Oh, you know what? I forgot about these guys. Oh, I can damage them with Sing Shot. Interesting. Come on, get out of there. I didn't actually realize you could hit these guys with a Sing Shot. Or, okay, I did not mean to do that. Interesting that they run away immediately. Even though I'm pretty sure that this does the same damage as a normal sword attack. So they really shouldn't be running away after just one hit. But, alright, if that's how they want to play it, then I'm not in a huge position to object. I am deliberately waiting to hit them. since they're invincible until they decide to start attacking. I'm not sure why I have such a hard time hitting the one on the right. I was a little worried that this wasn't actually damaging them, that they just looked like they were taking damage, which is why they were behaving weird. But it looks like that's not the case. All right. This is the best speedrun of this game that I know of. I think this is where I buy Deku Sticks. Alright. So how many do I have? I have 2. Let me buy 2 more, just to be safe. It is interesting that the rupees from the last scrub that I killed were still there. Alright. So I am low on Deku Seed ammo again. Which is also, again, unfortunate. I should be able to collect more in this dungeon, but I'm not sure. I have exactly what I need to complete it. There's 3 switches I need to hit total, so maybe I'll be fine. But just in case, I think there's some pots in here that might have something in them. Cool. Good show. Well, I'll make do. I'm pretty good shot with the slingshot when I'm not under intense pressure. There is a skill tool at the top of this staircase thing that I can no longer get. I mean, I couldn't get it before anyway, otherwise I would, but I have to come back after basically exit the dungeon, come back to get it. But only once I have the boomerang or something to that effect. This is perhaps a little useless, since I can see that the treasure chest is small. But maybe it'll be something tangentially useful. Not really. Oh, forgot to mark down that I have bombs on the tracker. Anything else I forget? No, that looks like that's about it. I guess I should mark down that I have 10. I did the 10 gold sculpture thing as well. One of these should give me seeds, I think. Really? Oh, I want that Skulltula. How can I get that Skulltula? This might work. Well, almost. Yeah, that works. Not worth it, but I did not know that at the time. So I'm happy with that performance. Oh, Christ. Oh, this room is real unfortunate. I think I'm absolutely going to lose my shield in this room. Unless I do this. That, wow. Alright, well, that was maybe not the best, smartest plan I've ever had. But we're going to run away and pretend that never happened. It is good to know that this works. It does seem to put the fire out, which is really the thing I'm concerned about. Or I guess was concerned about until my shield got burned. Come on, seeds. Great. Come on. Please don't run out of bombs. My lack of bombs is a little concerning. I might, once I finish this whole round of stuff, I might go back to Goron City and get some more. Because I won't be able to kill King Dodongo with only 2 bombs, since I need those 2 bombs to get to him in the first place. Oh, I forgot about this. Well, this is a problem. I do not know that I can kill these guys with all the resources I have. I might be able to just kill them with the Deku sticks, but then I won't have any for the boss. It sure would be nice if we got that broken Deku stick thing again. I know that that is a glitch. I just don't know. I don't know how one gets it. This really is coming down to the wire, isn't it? In terms of resources. This is the room I need the other 2 seeds for. So hopefully I don't screw this up. Alright, no big deal. This would normally be the bombs, but I already have them, so we get a shield back, which I'm not going to equip. Normally I would have, if I had an option, I would have unequipped it before, but that was not an option since I don't have another shield to equip instead. But we get checkpoint anyway, so that's good. So we can leave and not have to worry about doing anything else, redoing parts of the dungeon. Okay, that would have been useful to have a little bit earlier. Have a little, just have a few more seeds, but so I wouldn't have to waste my sticks. But nope, not a problem. Of course, I don't have enough bombs to do the other half of this, so we're gonna take a little break from this dungeon. We'll come back and finish it off in a minute. I really like the thing in Skyward Sword where you could pick bombs and put them into your bomb bag. So you didn't have to go buy more bombs if there was a bomb flower nearby. I was really hoping there would be bombs in at least one of these. But I guess not. Alright, we'll head back to Goron City. The secret is that once I get to Goron City, I won't be able to get into the shop though, which is a problem. Oh well, we'll figure something out. Alright, so where can I get some magic? Not here. Maybe in the Lost Woods? Oh, come on. Really? Let's take a look. Problem is that I need some way. I need some way to trigger a bomb to get into the bomb shop, but I don't have any bombs. I don't have any magic for Din's fire. There's no torches lit around that I can use a stick with. I can't pick these up because I can't pick things up yet. I can't open this because I don't have a bomb. I'm genuinely not sure what to do to get magic or bombs or anything. I'm not sure why I'm going here because this is not useful. I guess I have to go to Cargo Village. Or the castle, I guess. It would be nice if there was just one grotto I could have access to. You know, if there's one there, I know where there's one rock that might have a thing under it. Oh, I thought there was a rock here. It's just a stone. It's just a gossip stone. All right, then. Quite heavy. You know, it really sucks when you don't have any way to cut grass. It's almost like cutting grass is a core tenet of the Legend of Zelda series. At least since Link to the Past. I guess there's these rocks. I don't know if these normally have anything in them anyway, but... Oh, there's some magic. I guess... I forget if there's anything useful in this shop. I don't think there is. They definitely won't have bombs. But let's take a look anyway, just in case. Hearts, arrows, no. Sticks. But I'll farm sticks in Goron City instead of buying them here. So please stop that. I have to say, I've gotten stuck before playing this. This is the first time I've been so strapped for resources. Usually it's a lack of items, like big items. That's the problem, not the lack of little ones. But we should have access now to the shop, and therefore ready access to bombs. Oh, you know, it also lights this torch here. I forgot about that. I should probably finish this puzzle off while I'm here. Please put the stick away. Okay. I wonder if I should try for that now, or do that afterwards. Well, if I buy these, I don't have any more. I don't have any money for more bombs. So I guess I could leave. I should leave it. I'll try with 5 bombs. I'll try with just 5 bombs. And I think you get more drops if you get the non-best answer. So maybe it'll be fine. And I still need to farm some sticks as well. I think that should actually do it, though. That seemed like a pretty good throw. Yeah, there we go. Some money and an item. A lot of money, actually. Alright, so that's fine. Let's farm some more sticks up. I'll get back up to 5. Which should be enough. I should equip my shield to make this a little bit faster, but I'm just gonna lose it again in the cave, in the caverns if I do that. how many is that up to? 4, so one more. By the time we get to do Jabba's belly, this should not be an issue anymore. Not because I'll necessarily have found a sword by then, but because you basically need to get the boomerang before you go in there, because you're probably not going to find it inside, unless you're really unlucky. And the boomerang is good enough to kill most or all things in there. The only exception is Baronade, which you do need sticks for, I think. But I don't remember needing that many. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. I should have done the backflip thing to get down here. Oh well, like I said, this is not a speed run. Interesting. I bombed one of the eyes, thinking that it would stick, and then therefore did not have bombs to get into the shop. But since it seems like it did not stick, which means that bombing it was useless in the first place. So I should have saved myself the trouble. Oh well. Now I know. Nope, no, please drop the bomb. Alright. So this part is pretty easy. If I was an adult, I could skip this whole thing and just sort of jump up there to get that block. But I do need to go the long way around. There is a skill tool in here. I forget if I am able to get it or not. I forget if this might be too high up on a wall or something. No, it's just right there. That is the sword. Actually, that's really good. Cool. Yeah, sword. Ah, so much better. Cool. Now we're no longer resource constrained. We can now refill items like any good playthrough. This room always confused me as a child and as an adult. If I'm not mistaken, this room is supposed to be a big puzzle where you push this block over to the side here, so you can push this block off the edge, and then push it all the way over there to make a room so you can push this third block down or something. I'm not sure. But it seemed weird, because I can know you can just climb up on the wall there and get around the whole thing. Which is what I did the first time, and every other time I ever did this. I did not need to take that bomb out. I don't know. It's possible I'm missing something about that room. But probably not, because I've never not been able to do it the way I do it. So, you know. Oh, having a sword is nice. on. Alright. Last item in this dungeon, right over here. Well, the last one we can get right now anyway. And it's the ice arrows. Completely useless, as far as I can tell. Actually, you know, I've never used them, actually, in this game, so I actually have no idea how useful they are. Maybe they're super useful, I don't know. But anyway, I'm still going to use sticks on this guy, because I think I should be able to complete him in 2 cycles that way. And like I said, while this is not a speedrun, I play one on TV. Yeah. I used to think that you were forced to do all 4 cycles with this guy no matter what. It took me a long time to realize that actually you can do it in less than 4. 3 with jump slashes, 2 with sticks. Or if you're an adult. Alright. And that should net us the Kokiri Emerald, which is completely useless. I guess technically it's not completely useless, but it's mostly useless. Alright, so now we're going to climb Death Mountain, which is the last thing we need to do here. I can't do the Fairy Fountain, but I can get a Skulltula and an item inside the Death Mountain Cavern. And then we'll be done up here for a while. I learned something about this place while watching a speedrun. Let me aim it correctly. If you backwalk, which I'm not very good at doing, but if you backwalk, you're fast enough to completely avoid all the rocks that fall. The only condition is that you need to be good at backwalking. But yeah, no shield needed. Did I really miss that guy? It might be easier to do backwalking on the actual hardware, because I think the N64 controller had like a gate that sort of locked it into place, which my less genuine Xbox One N64 controller does not have. Oh, there's an item here too. I forgot about it. I don't ever forget this item. I just forget it exists until I come here. Oh. Oh, now that's interesting. Zelda's Lullaby. That means we can actually use a lot of things now. That's good to get. I'm glad I checked that. Shoot. I need more health before I do this. The timer for being in here before depends on your health. The more health you have, the longer you get. And it counts how many hearts you currently have, not your maximum. So the fact that I'm damaged is a problem. And I'm seriously not going to get any more hearts from the bushes or the rocks. I'm not sure if I jump into the lava, they'll keep me from dying, but I'm not sure if that's gonna destroy my shield or not, which I just equipped. Oh, you know, I can get a fairy bell. Since I have the lullaby, I can get a fairy out of the gossip stone. I almost never do this. But this is one of those rare cases where it'll be useful. You know, for some reason I thought I had 5 hearts, not just 4. But this should be enough time to get this thing. I hope. Oh. That's really useful. Now I can beat the game. Ooh, this is gonna be close. And if this timer runs out, that's a death. Period. Come on, come on, come on. No! Fuck. Shoot. I was really hoping to... I've done this on basically every file, and it killed my shield. Great. I was really hoping this would be the one time I managed to avoid doing that. But that rock got in my way. Oh well. Again, not the end of the world. Let's head back down to the village. And then we can get one more item. And that's annoying. I could have done that a little bit faster, I guess, if I had dropped down. I climbed. What I did was I climbed along the side of the alcove, and then up into it. The reason I do that is because I'm not sure what would happen if I were to climb directly down on top of it and drop down. I'm not sure if I'd be able to catch the ledge. But if that does work, then that could save a little bit of time. Alright, I get bomb cheese, which situationally useful if you don't have bombs. But if you don't have bombs, they're very useful. If you do have bombs, they are situationally useful. I don't have enough Skulltulas yet for the next upgrade, but I should be able to get the item that's under here. Right about here, I think. Nope. Where is it? Come on. There it is. The next time. Okay, I think I know where it is now. Bombs don't work, do they? No. Okay. Come on. If you press the attack, these guys aren't too hard. And they have some weird behavior where they go towards, they move towards a fallout reded, which I had no idea about until very recently. But they're dead, so we get something important, it looks like. And it is Song of Storms. Alright. That's good and bad. It's good, because I need it to complete the game. It's a little bad, because that means that the bottom of the well is coming up. I have it currently set in my logic to not require the use of the Lens of Truth, except to get to the desert and to get to the treasure chest here. And so that means that in principle, the game, I could complete the bottom of the well right now, if the game wants me to. Which kind of sucks a little bit, because I don't have a lot of health, and I want a little bit more health before I do that. But it could be the next thing on the to-do list. Let's go ahead and open it up anyway, just in case. But I don't really want to go down there until later, if I can avoid it. Instead, what we'll do is we'll head over into the graveyard and do the composer tomb, which might have a thing. And actually, it'll have two things in it, because there's a chest. There's a chest you can open with once you have Din's Fire. Kind of unfortunate that they truncate so many cutscenes, because it always feels a little weird when they cut it off early. I've gotten so used to the cutscenes over having played this game for what, like 20 years now. It came out in November 1998, so just shy of 2 years. Looks like this is something important. Ooh, the fire arrows. That's all the arrows that we get before we have the bow, or before we can even use the bow. I have no reason to fight that guy, but they tend to drop magic, so that's useful. Yay, that was useful. Oh well, we got the fire arrows, so this wasn't a complete waste. Oh, really? That I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was worth it. That might not have been worth it. All right. So what's next? What's next on the docket? I guess what we could do next. There's a lot of things actually. We can go back to Death Mountain, go back to Goron City and talk to Daronia. We could go do... We can't do Hyrule Castle. What else does this open up? It might be bottom of the wall next, if Daronia does not have anything useful. Oh, I can't get back up there anyway, without going the long way. So, is a question: is it worth it? Should I go back, or should I go to the well? Actually, there's a couple more items I should get now that I have bombs. in Hyrule Field. And there's the bomb bowling that I can do. Oh, and there's Richard. I forgot about. There's a heart piece in Castletown I can get as well that I always forget about. Or I don't forget about it normally. I forgot about it today. It does mean I need to wait a full day for it to become day and the night again, which maybe I won't do just yet. I'm not sure if that item is locked behind the Sun Song in the logic, like the Skulltulas are. I would do that if I was making Randomizer. Make it so you wouldn't have to get Richard until you get the Sun Song. But I have no idea how they actually did it. Also, one thing about, oh right, I lost my shield. I can't re-equip something I don't have. Alright. I'm going to skull to the token. I think I'm just about ready for another item. One more. One more, which I will get on my next trip into Castletown. The other item, there's one down in this forest area down here. And then one more in front of Lake Hylia. That's a miss. And that's not her computer. I wonder, is that enough? That might be enough for me to go to the bottom of the well. Lake Hylia. I think the bottom of the well might be my least favorite dungeon. It's that or the Water Temple, obviously. They're both pretty bad. Actually, there's a couple other places that I do always forget about. That I need the Song of Storms to get into. There's one on Death Mountain just outside of Goron City. There's one in the Kokiri Forest that I also never knew about until very recently. And in that case, you get the item before you actually pay for it. And so you get the worst of both worlds. So, what should I do here? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset. I just saved. I'm going to reset to get back to the forest. Because I'm kind of far away right at the second. I'm going to go to that grotto I just mentioned in the Kokiri Forest. Then I'll head back to the mountain through the Lost Woods. Talk to Duronia. Get the other grotto on Death Mountain. And then, assuming none of those are important, then we'll head to the bottom of the well. From and see what's down there. If there is something important, then obviously we'll change it. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna buy another shield because that's very useful. There's a chance I'll lose at the bottom of the well again, but until we get there, I want a shield. It'd be nice if I got the boomerang soon, because that would allow us to finish off the Deku Tree completely, as well as at least one other Skulltula inside the Dauntless Cavern. Unfortunately, we still can't clear it completely because there's one you need the Scarecrow song and Hookshot for, but there's another one that we don't need that for. Yeah, so this chest has gone uncollected by me for nearly 20 years. I'm not sure what it normally has. I think it's just rupees. Oh, you know, there is actually some more stuff in the forest that now that I have bombs. I still can't go to Syria until I do the castle, which will still be a while yet, I bet. But I can get this. Alright. That's good. And then this boulder over here will just have a 5 rupee piece underneath it, which is fine. But this last one, and this I also didn't know for a while. I'm sure I figured it. This one I'm pretty sure I figured it as a kid, but I forgot about it for a while. This has a Deku Nut upgrade, which is not so now, but it's easy to overlook. If you just pop down here and see, oh, there's 2 business crumbs. Let's get it here. And yeah, we get another heart piece for our troubles. Alright, let's go back to Death Mountain then, and see what Durania has for us. Which is this way. This way. Nope, this way. Oops. I've gotten pretty good at navigating Lost Woods, but I do need to know which direction I'm facing. Whoops. I forgot that hole was right there. I only spoke to him because I was curious what his dialogue was going to be. Because I've already cleared Dodongo's Cavern, and his dialogue is supposed to change. I think it might actually change once you get the Goron Rupee instead. Alright, so that wasn't super useful. One more item for us to check here. Ah. In case you couldn't tell, my C buttons are on a stick, as is pretty common post N64 era. Alright, so nothing useful here. I think that's about it for stuff I can do. Other than going to the castle town and doing some stuff there. But you know, let's head to the bottom of the well and see what that's like. It is true that I do not have the lens of truth, but it's also true that I don't need it really. I'm pretty sure I remember where everything is. Nope, please do that. Hang on. You go. And then you'll be our 20th Spatula. So I'll go grab the 20th Spatula item. And then it's bottom of the well time. Like I said, you can just walk through the back of that gate. No problems. No, please go down. Cool. A little meta, but we'll take it. Alright. Perfect way to start off this creepy dungeon by taking some damage. So this right here is the only invisible wall, or I guess transparent wall, that you're expected to walk through in the game. All others are normally you're expected to have the lens of truth for. Unless you opt out of it like I did. Even though this is not a full dungeon, the Skulltulas in here still count for the purposes of the randomization. So we will need to clear out this place to get everything. And there's not an item here. Where is it? It's right here. And it's a big one. Yet a key. Right. You know, I forgot. We've been doing entire dungeons so much I forgot that there are keys down here. So keys are still useful. So like I was saying earlier, all the keys for this dungeon are in this dungeon. They won't be scattered around. There is an option to mix them up completely with everything else, but that's for people with a lot more patience than I have. And here's the other place where I'm going to lose my shield. The last place in this game, I think. Please target the keys, not... And there it goes. Great. Please shoot it. Okay. I've now forgotten how this room is laid out. I think I just go over here. And I think, actually, if you look at the ground, the texture is a little bit different. This might be cheating, but, you know, I'll take it. Nope. Cool. I meant to do that, actually, because there's an item down here I need to check. I am running a little low on bombs again, which is potentially a problem. Hopefully not. It would have been nice if the game was nice, that one specific place, and said, hey, here's some more bombs. But oh well. I haven't found any random bomb chests, actually. I know they exist. Because I know they exist in the regular game. But I would expect to run into at least one of them by now. Oh, and there's our Deku stick upgrade. I was hoping to get a while ago. What's this? Right. I think there is a pit right here, so we're gonna not do that. There is some stuff over there, but I'm gonna hold on that for just a second because I need to do this. Yep, that's great. There's not anything down here, I think. No, just that pot. And this texture is weird everywhere, actually, because I know this is not a pit. So maybe that's not a good thing to rely on. There is actually a pit right here, in front of the chest, that you have to avoid. This looks like another key. Yep. Oh, this room. I kind of don't like this room. That's one reason why. And then the other reason is because more Gyptos come out of or Ritas come out of these coffins. But I do need to get a thing from here, so we will open it up anyway. But just this one. Come on. This is the right one, right? Yes. Come on. Ah, there's some bombs. That's good. The other things contain monsters, so we're just going to leave them. I think I should go do the boss now, because he'll probably have one of the other keys, in place of the hover boots. Actually, there's a chest right behind me, isn't there? Yes. And that's the Song of Time. Cool. So now we can actually become an adult. Let's deal with this guy first. Where's the music? Oh, please. There's no music. It's not just you. There's literally no music in this room. And I am just doing wonderfully here. Yep, that's how you fight this guy. The lack of music is a little throwing me off just a little bit. Why am I forgetting this timing? Alright, forget it. I really wish there was music here. It loses a little bit of its impact without music. Yeah. This guy. Let's not be an idiot. I'm gonna go ahead and say I've had better fights with this guy before. And we're just not gonna get any more music at all. Oh, there it goes. That's weird. I wonder what happened. That was weird. Oh well. I was actually kind of hoping the music would stay gone, and then I'd have to put something else on in the background instead. Alright, so a couple of last things to do here. I am missing a key. Oh, you know what? I forgot though. I can't get this. I can't get the other Skulltulas in here because I need a boomerang. So that means we will have to come back here. But I got the important thing, so I guess that's enough. That's the wrong way. This wasn't so bad, actually. Now that I think about it. The only thing that was bad was the boss. And that's only because I forgot because the range on the Deku Stick is weird. That said, I think I'm going to call it here. It's just about 8 o'clock. I've been going for a couple hours. I'm at this pace. I suspect it'll be probably 2, maybe 3 total streams to get to the end of this. Not getting a whole lot of late game items just yet. I mean, we've got the arrows, which is good, but we don't have the bow, so we can't actually fire those arrows. Or can we? We might be able to. I forget how that works. It's weird. I think we can fire them. We could fire them, but we don't have any. We physically do not have any arrows. We have 0 arrows, and so that's why we can't fire them. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'll see you guys later. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. I'll try and sort of do this every day. Last week I was trying to stream on YouTube and things were weird. I'm probably going to be a little more consistent going forward now. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.